Hey guys, welcome to the Fight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. You can support my channel by sending me a donation of $2. Thanks for supporting, guys. WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury again could not directly answer the question about the end of his boxing career, which he has been talking about since the mandatory defense of his title in a duel against Dillian White in April this year. So far, the 33-year-old boxer is enjoying his life outside of boxing. However, by his own admission, only because the WBC cannot yet require him to conduct the mandatory title defense, the deadline for which will be in April next year. I have completely moved away from getting punched in the face for money. I have enough money, my health and my head are alright, 6 children and a wife. There is something to do. So if someone wants to criticize me for wanting to leave, they can all kiss me in, Fury said. According to WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, I have at least another year. Fury added, maybe in 6 months I will think differently. At the moment, I don't want to return to the ring, but it's unknown what will happen in 6 months. When the deadline for mandatory protection comes, I will make a final decision. Fury also didn't spare epithets for his competitors, WBC, IBF and WBA champion Alexander Usyk, and the former holder of these titles Anthony Joshua, who, according to Fury's firm conviction, do not pose a danger to him. Usyk and Joshua will have a rematch on August 20th, and the fight with the winner for the title of absolute world champion should obviously interest Fury. I tried to organize a fight with him at least 6 times, Fury said about Joshua, and each time it was unsuccessful, because it's difficult to negotiate with a cowardly prima donna who doesn't want to fight. You could only beat him sleeping even with a baseball bat. Alexander Usyk has just appeared in our generation of heavyweights, having held only 1 fight, so he cannot be compared with us yet. He is rotten middleweight, no match for us. Just 2 years as a heavyweight, when he's been a heavyweight for 10-15 years. Then we will talk, Fury said about Usyk. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard absolutely every day and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. You can support my channel by sending me a donation of $2. Thanks for supporting me, guys. The current IBF heavyweight champion Maurice Brady said he was not against helping British heavyweight Anthony Joshua in preparation for a rematch with his former rival Alexander Usyk. Will I eventually rise to heavyweight? Perhaps, we will see. Maybe I will come to help Joshua prepare for the fight, give him some secrets for the fight with Usyk. Perhaps it's another problem for me to move to heavyweight because I fought with heavyweight many times. I think Joshua will prepare well this time, and that's the most important thing. Before the first fight, Usyk had been preparing for 8 months and Joshua less, probably 2 or 3 months. Taking into account the preparation, the chances were now 50-50. Am I really ready to help Joshua? First, I need to fight on July 3rd. It's just what I imagine, said Maurice Brady. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.